Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Good evening.
yeah. So now we'll start. Yes. Thanks, Vignesh. Okay. So today's class is Solid Instructor Week 2. So like we have done in week 1, Solid this slide. So uh, if you know how we are done, we have used periodic sessions. So currently I'll share my screen, and whatever questions are there on the screen, you have to solve those questions in the periodic and write your answers into the periodic. Okay. One more thing is, all of you I think have got that notification regarding the office hours. So we are having TAs with us, so they will be taking these office hours. So whatever doubts in any of the weeks is there, you can just log into that time, and you can actually ask your doubts regarding that week, or maybe in general doubts if you are having, you can ask them. So I think the timings for office hours are from 11 to 12, and from 5 to 4 to 5. So within these two times, within 1 hour, the student TA will be there, and you can ask your doubts and solve your doubts on that day. Okay, apart from whatever sessions we are having currently. So this might help you solving questions. uh, okay, so okay,
Yeah, I have a
so
question about office hours.
yes.
How do you actually join them? Because when you click on the link and you're waiting for so long, it takes. And one time I was actually early waiting for them
Hmm.
to accept me, but I did. No one accepted
No,
me. I was
no. The thing is, when the classes start, right? So
yeah.
someone who will be host of that meeting, when they start, you will be able to log in.
Only at
It's
the
like that.
starting hours we can join.
Yeah, because I have it on the calendar, and I click on
Uh,
the Google Meet link to join,
hmm,
and I'm still
hmm.
waiting. They didn't accept me pretty much, even when I'm early for the
Same here,
office
sir.
hours.
Today,
Yeah,
you're
today
saying?
and yesterday. Yeah. Now
Okay.
let's say when I joined
Yes,
with
sir.
Google,
Same problem, sir.
yeah,
Okay,
when I
fine.
joined with Google
No,
Meet,
no.
yeah.
Yesterday it was not there for stats one. It was not there.
Oh, not just statistics for like other subjects as well, like
Okay, other
office.
subjects. Okay, I'll check. Okay, so
Okay.
for stats one, this office hours will start from tomorrow. Okay, so there you can actually uh, uh, you can log in, and if any problem persists, we'll help you. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So
Got it. Thank you.
let's start the today's class. So this is how to start this. Go to your browser and type periodic or joinpd.com, and in that type this code RLPQZR. Okay,
What's the code again?
RLPQZR. If it is seen on the screen, this is
Okay.
the code
Okay. Oh,
RLPQZR.
okay. Oh, that's the code.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. One more thing I need to ask all of you is whether you are able to get the WhatsApp messages for the sessions, not
Sir,
after
Yeah, I
not
do.
every
I do.
time.
regular
Not every
sessions.
time.
Yeah, every
Not
time.
every
Yeah.
time.
Today you got it.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
we
Only
sir.
for
got
me,
it.
I tracked it to the calendar.
We track through the calendar.
But like today, any one of you got the messages?
Yes, sir. I got, sir.
Sir, I
Okay,
also
fine.
got.
Sir,
I
today
also got.
So
morning.
I didn't got.
It's
Okay.
already added to my calendar from tomorrow is
Yeah,
that class.
that is there. That is there. It is added into the calendar. But any WhatsApp messages regarding the okay, some noise is there. Please mute yourself. Otherwise, I will. Yeah, fine. See, if you are doing noise, I can throw out of this meeting itself. So don't. Okay, fine. Just join this meeting. We'll start. Okay.
I cannot able to join it.
So, is it possible for you to share the link in the chat box, please?
Hmm? Okay.
Sir, after the class, can you please explain where we use bar chart, Pareto chart, and pie chart? What is in which data this charts are useful. So I'm confused a little
Okay,
bit.
so mostly you can for any type of data you can mostly you can draw these charts, okay, but how this relevancy of this chart is, or best practice of this best practice means how to convey the message to the audience, right? Using the graphical representation. So
Yes.
whenever you wanted to show the categories, for example, let's say you wanted to show that what are the revenues of revenues of a company over the years. So it will be better to show on the bar chart. If you wanted to show the frequencies of a variable, for example, let's say 2010 you had let's say 1 crore you know the revenue, right? Or 2011 it was like 1.5 crores, like that. If you wanted to show it, is bar chart is useful. If you wanted to show the percentage of a whole, for example, let's say you have okay, one example is, for example, if you wanted to show what is the percentage of uh, students placed in a companies. So if you wanted to show that out of 1000 students who are opted for placements, how many students placed in core companies, how many students are placed in um, software companies, or some other various uh, you know uh, categories. So in that case, if you wanted to show, so placement is a complete thing, right? And in that you have categories. So if you wanted to show that relative frequencies, if you wanted to show pie chart is best suited in that case, okay. Pareto chart
That's when
is
in a percentage is giving, then pie chart is the best thing.
best thing to show, right? Percentage or maybe relative frequency, I can say. So relative frequency is what? Let's say 250 students out of 1000 joined. So what is the relative frequency? It is 0.25. And if you wanted to represent that relative frequency in terms of percentages, it will come as 25%, right? So yeah, so you can say that percentage relative frequency or relative frequency, if you wanted to show, pie chart is best suitable chart or graphical visualization, graphical representation. If you wanted to show only frequencies, it will be bar chart. Similarly, Pareto chart, when you should draw is if you wanted to see uh, the ascending, or if you wanted to see like for which category uh, something is increasing or decreasing, if you wanted to see that, but that will be only applicable when you do not have any order. So pie chart, sorry, parity chart is used only for nominal data, okay.
Can you please explain that one? I'm not able to get in the Pareto chart where I use.
Parity chart means nominal data. If okay, okay, 1 minute. Before that, can you just tell me how many of you are uh, how many of you are getting the messages, or maybe you can tell me, you can check your WhatsApp messages and check whether you got the notifications or not regarding the sessions.
Yes,
I
sir.
got this
Sometime we
in
get,
my.
but sometime we don't get it.
Sir, I didn't get today and yesterday as well.
I got it actually. I got it today.
I got it, sir, today.
Sir, I
Sir,
didn't.
please explain. Hello.
Uh,
I'm
Sir, please
getting it, but
explain
not
how to
regularly.
distribute a table, pie chart,
Sir,
and bar chart.
what kind of notifications?
like so you have sessions today, kind of like that. WhatsApp
Yeah,
messages,
yeah.
right?
I didn't get any mail or something, but it's in already in my calendar, so I can see where my classes are.
Sir,
Okay,
today I
okay,
will get the message only. Only today I will get.
Sir, I had
okay,
got it
okay,
on Friday, Sunday,
We are
and
getting
I,
through what?
sir, I got regularly.
okay, fine, fine. Okay, okay, I understand. Okay, fine. Okay, so yeah,
Sir,
regarding
I
that
have a
parity,
doubt.
1 minute, 1 minute. So, okay, first of all, what regarding that parity chart, I wanted to say, right? So, if what is nominal and what is ordinal? If any variable is having, so for example, if I wanted to show that, uh, uh, okay, so for okay, again, I will take the example of grades in a class. So, for example, we have 100 students class is there. In that, there are 10 students who got S grade. There are 50 students who got A grade. there are 20 students who got B grade, and there are again 20 students who got C grade. So how do you plot this chart?
Bar chart A, B, C,
Pareto,
D.
Pareto.
Okay, 1 minute. So Pareto will be useful, or the bar chart will be useful?
Pareto chart.
Pareto.
Pareto we can't use for the ordinal variable.
See, that's what I'm saying, right? Pareto we cannot use for ordinal variable, right?
Okay.
And here, if you see in the ranking or in the grades, we have this order, right? Correct?
Yes.
We have this order. So if you have the order, that means what? Okay. So let's say the data is grades and number of students. So number of students is what here? It is frequency, right? Let's say there are 4 grades: S, A, B, and C. So I said like 10 students got S grade, 50 students got A grade, maybe 20 students got B, and 20 got C. So now if I wanted to represent this, oh, okay, what I told you earlier is, when I wanted to show the frequencies, then I will prefer what chart? Bar chart or Pareto chart, right?
Bar.
I won't prefer the pie chart, right? Okay, so
Yes.
here I'll have these categories, and if I wanted to show, it's okay. 10 is here. 10 is here. Can you please mute some noises coming from? Yes. Here I'll this category. If I want to, if I want to represent this, 10 is here. So A is 50, so 50 will be here. Okay, B is 20, C is 20. Okay, this is 50. T is 20, and this
Can I
is
ask a question in this only?
1 minute. 1 minute. I'll just complete it and then you can ask. Okay. So here, what is this? This is what? This is a bar chart.
Bar chart.
Okay. And if I wanted to plot a Pareto chart, how it will look like? So A will come first. So I'll write it in the descending order, or maybe if you want, we can do it in ascending order. So S will come here. It's 10, right? Then I'll have what? B.
B.
Then
Then
I'll have
C.
C. Then I'll have
Lastly A.
A. Right.
Yes.
So what is happening here? So due to this chart, these grades are so after S. If I wanted to see like a perspective from a client or some customer, if I see this, I'll say after S it is B, right? So it should not be like this. The order should be
Oh.
preserved because the grades are having some order, right? So I wanted to see in a particular order. After S, grade should be A, then grade should be B, then grade should be C, right? So when we have this ordinal data, we should preserve the order. Okay, we should preserve the order. And if I wanted to preserve the order, it will become a bar chart. So parity chart in this case it will not work. So we cannot draw the Pareto chart for ordinal data. Okay.
Oh,
If it is nominal data, I can so for example, so I'll show you one example of that also. So suppose there are okay, okay, this there are some name of a student. Okay.
so just like previous, but they are taking, someone's taking stats, someone taking math, someone taking English. So for this case, there the parachat is possible.
Sorry, what is the
Suppose
question?
the previous question, you were saying
Ah,
that they're great, but not great. Suppose they're taking subjects, someone taking physics, someone taking math, someone taking chemistry.
hmm.
So about that, this is parachat is possible, right?
See how can I don't understand. How can you say this? Like how does that data look like? Can you tell me the data? How should it should look
Just
like?
like in a class,
What is
the
your
20,
variable? What is the variable?
suppose just like data science, English, stats, math.
What are they? English, stats, maths, what? Okay, these are the categories you are saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, then okay. So suppose if you wanted to say subject, and if you wanted to show
English,
number of
math,
students,
stat,
right?
Python, kinda.
Okay, so let's say it is English, maths one, or maybe maths or stats.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's fine.
and the frequency should be how many students have taken the English course, right?
Yes.
So let's say, okay. Then in that case, it can be you can draw a Pareto chart, right? So English 50, maths, let's say 60 students have opted, stats 100 students are there, Python 150 students are there, right? So I can change the order here. So in that case, Pareto chart will be good to see, right? So I can see that
Okay.
Python will come here, right? So 150, stats will be here, and let's say maths, because here the order does not have any
Matter.
importance, right? So if there is no importance of order, in this case I'll see that okay, I what I can say from this chart is uh, this is the this is how it is varying across the subjects. The number of students opted for any course is you can see the variation like this. So you can see Python are in Python there are around 150 students who are enrolled in the course. In stats 100 students are enrolled. For maths is 60, and then stats. So I can change the order. I can make it as a bar chart also, but I can make it as a pad chart also, right?
But this is very useful. This is here the parachat chart is uh, perfect for this data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we can use bar chart also.
Hmm?
We can use bar chart
Yeah.
also.
Actually, parrot chart is nothing but a bar chart actually. Okay.
So what is
Thank
the
you.
difference then between bar chart and Pareto chart? Why are we referring it as two different terms?
It is there already, so it's like there is no difference much. But like parity chart is where I can show the I can show the data in ascending or descending order. It is visually like you can see right there is a uh, decline in the numbers, or you can see the increase in the numbers. So if you wanted to arrange in ascending or descending order,
Okay,
so
okay.
bar chart, parity chart is one of the type of bar chart only. It's just if you arrange the data in ascending or descending order, I can say or I can refer it as a parity chart. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So, sir, did you
Sir,
say for frequency we'll use pie chart?
Yeah, for frequencies mostly will I'll prefer to like it's a best practice to show using the so for frequencies if I wanted to show it will be best to have bar chart, but I can use parrot chart also, sorry, pie chart also. So you can see here if
Okay.
I
So the
can
best
do it like
practice is
this,
the
right?
bar chart only, right?
Yeah.
Actually, you just said that like for the pie chart, so I got confused.
No,
I was just
parrot chart,
clearing. Okay, thank you.
so I can actually draw parrot chart also, right? Sorry, pie chart also, right? With this with the frequency, but this is not a good practice to have. We can you can have you can show relative frequency or percentage relative frequency by using the pie chart. So that
Yeah,
is the best practice to have.
definitely.
Okay.
Sir, we
Okay, so
cannot use Pareto chart for ordinal variable. Is this
no,
always true?
yes, we can't use it. Okay.
So I have a quick question.
Yeah, fine. So we have to start the this. Maybe what I can do is we will start these questions first, and if you have any questions related to the question shown here, we can discuss it there. Okay, because I don't want to discuss it twice. Will that be okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start with this. So, this is my prelude one question to question number one. So consider the following frequency table to see how many students in the class have got marks between the given intervals in statistics. So these are the categories of marks. So it is between 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, and 65 to 70. The frequencies are given here. Find the total number of students in the class.
Yeah, done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, fine, fine, fine.
So after entering the number in text box, do we need to press enter?
No, no,
Because
no.
nothing is
You
happening.
just no. You just have to enter the number. That's it.
Okay.
Sir, why do we have two classes at the same time?
Sorry.
Why do we have two classes at the same
Which two
time?
classes?
We have CT class also at the same time.
Oh, city class is also going on. Huh?
Yeah, it is going on.
Okay. I don't
Sir,
know. Like I
all the subjects are
CT is an
equally
extra
important
session.
for us.
CT is an extra session. If you have doubt, then attend there.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
if not, stay with this.
It's not a regular session, right?
Yes,
Okay,
it's
then
not
it's fine, right?
regular. It's an extra session.
Okay, okay, then it's fine.
Sir, why voice is buffering?
So my voice.
Your voice is buffering very much.
I think there is a
No, no,
problem with
it's
your
very
internet.
clear. It's very clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
clear, sir.
clear. Nothing, no problem.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Sir, done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, okay. I'm seeing like around 62 of 90 it responded. So we'll wait for 2 minutes. Okay.
Please mute all.
Yeah, I think.
Too much noise, background
Yeah,
noise.
I'm just checking from where it is coming. I'll just one minute. Okay, if you again find it, let me know who is from where it is coming. Okay. Okay. So, okay, 72 of 100 have responded. Let's see the responses then. 50, okay, and 21. So mostly 50 and 21 are the common answers. Are okay. So 51 is okay, fine. Let's see the answer then. Okay, the number of students who got, okay, maybe I can solve this question. Okay. Can one of you tell me the numbers? 50 to 55 to 65 to 70. Okay. So we have marks here. Marks here it is. Frequency here it is. Radio frequency. Okay. Marks is 50 to 55. 60. So we wanted to find total number of students, right? So and we have given the information of frequencies and relative frequency. So from this, how can we find uh, uh, the total number of students? So what is frequency? It is number of students, right? Number of students in that category. So we do not know these numbers, these two numbers. So we cannot add all the numbers and find the total number of students, right? So we'll make use of this information, which is relative frequency corresponding to a category 55 to 60. So what is relative frequency? The relative frequency definition is this
Frequency by
frequency
total
divided
number.
total, right? Okay.
Yes.
So relative frequency corresponding to this class 55 to 60, right? What is that? It is equals to 0. 0.2. I'll write it here. It is 0.2. What is frequency related to this category 55 to 60? It is 10. So 10 divided by, I do not know total number of students, right? Yeah. So total number of students equals to 10 divided by 0.2, which is what? 100 by 2, which is equals to 50. So total number of students are equal to what? Equals to 50. Okay, so 50 should be a correct answer. So most of you have done it correctly. So we'll see the second question, or maybe the glued to question number 1. So the same information is here. The only thing is in the question. So if you can see the question in the right side, it is noticed that the number of students for marks in the interval 60 to 65 is 1 less than the number of students in the interval 50 to 55. So what it is saying, this category corresponding to this class 60 to 65, the total number of students are 1 lesser than 50 to 55. Okay, what does that mean? If let's say you have 15 students in this category 60 to 65, how many students should be there in 50 to 55?
40.
16, right? 16, because this category is having one less student than this, right? 50 to 55. that means if you have 15 students in this category 60 to 65, we'll have 16 students in 50 to 55. That is the thing, right? So now we have to find the number of
Can you
students
repeat
who got.
once?
Okay, I'll tell you. So for example, let's say suppose x number of students in this
Done,
category.
sir.
Okay, x number of students in this category. So how many students should be there in this category? It should be equal to x plus 1. Now you have to find x here. Okay, and if you find the value of x, then you can find the value of x plus 1. So you have to find the answer for this thing, x plus 1.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so just take some time. I have seen like 17 responses. So others take 2 minutes of time and just solve it. Okay. We'll see the answers. Okay, there are a lot of answers we can see here, ranging from 1 to 39. Okay, 15 is most common, I can say. 14, 15, 25, 15, 9. Okay, okay, so then we'll see the solution now. Suppose if you wanted to, okay, I'll solve this question then. So here you can see x number of students belongs to 60 to 65 category, and x plus 1 belongs to this 50 to 55 category. I know total number of students are equal to how many? They're equals to 50, right?
50,
So it is,
50.
so it is definitely I can say that x plus 1 plus 10 plus x plus 11 is equals to how much? Equals to 50, right? So the sum of all
50,
these
yeah.
frequencies, it should be equal to 50, right? So if you uh, add this, it will become 2x plus 22 equals to 50. 2x equals to 28, right? Which gives me x equals to 14. So if x is equals to 14, then x plus 1, because I wanted, I wanted the number of students corresponding to this category, 50 to 55. So that is equals to x plus 1. So x plus 1 equals to 14 plus 1, which is equals to 15. So the correct answer should be equals to 15, right? Okay, so let's move to next
Hello,
question.
sir.
Huh.
I have a doubt. If please consider 50 to 55 as a x and 60 to 65 as x minus 1.
Still it will be the same, right? But what is the
Mm.
problem in that? There is no problem. So just it will change like this. Let's say it is x equals to x, and this becomes x minus 1. It will
Mm.
become, so the sum will be x plus 10 plus x minus 1 plus 11, right?
Yes.
So it will become 2x plus 20 equals to 50. Then
Mm.
x will becomes 15. So x is 15, right? Again, the answer is correct. Same, 15.
No, sir. The answer is different, right? X
What?
is
What?
X
X
is
is equals
50.
to 15. X is equals to 15, which is my answer now.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right? And that was previously also it was 15.
Oh yeah. The x, the consideration of x, I have
Okay, fine. Okay, so let's start to, okay, again, the information is same. We just have to find the number of students who got marks between 60 to 65. I think that answer is now 14, right? Because we have already seen that this value is 1 less than. So I know if in this category 50 to 55 it is equals to 15. That means for 60 to 65 it is 15 minus 1, which is equals to 14. So we'll skip this question because we already have the answer to that, right? So let's move to the question number 1. Okay. Again, this come. Okay, fine. So calculate the relative frequency of the marks in the interval 60 to 65. So now you have all the frequencies, right? So what is the frequency corresponding to this category 50 to 55? It is 15, right?
Done.
60 to 65 it is 14, and you need to find the relative frequency of this 60 to 65. So yeah, just take your time, 2 minutes, and then we'll proceed to next question.
Done, sir.
Okay, okay. It's 0.28. So most of the people have written. Okay, so it's again I will show. Make a fresh table now. So here it's marks, then what is that? Frequency, relative.
Relative frequency.
It is 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 65 to 70, and 72. Okay, is it correct or
No, 60 to 65 and then 65 to
yeah,
70.
correct. 60 to 65 and then 65 to 70, and now the frequency stands 15. I think it is
10,
10, 14,
14,
and
11.
11, right? And we have given the relative frequency to corresponding to this category. I wanted to find the relative frequency to corresponding to this, right? And total number of students here it is 50. So how to find the relative frequency?
Frequency by total.
Yeah, so relative frequency corresponding to this class equals to frequency of this class divided by total, or total number of students, right? So frequency of this class is how much? It is
14.
14. It is 14, and how many total number of students are there? 50. So 14 divided by 50, it should be my relative frequency, right? You can see it's 7 by 25. How much it is?
0.28.
0.28.
0.28.
Correct. That should be the correct answer. Okay, fine. So okay, here you can see the frequency table for say you can see two data sets. So one is here you can see three categories A, B, and C. Frequencies are 415. In the second data set, or data set 2, the frequency table it is A, B, C, and the frequencies are 40, 10, and 50. So you can see that these frequencies, the numbers are in the second data set they are multiplied by 10, right? Otherwise the categories are same and the numbers are multiplied by 10 in the second data set. So now you have to find the relative frequency of categories listed in dataset 1 and 2. So for both the dataset you have to find uh, the relative frequencies corresponding to ABC. So how will you write the answer? You can say that set 1, and you can write the relative frequencies like 0.2 comma 0.3 comma 0.5, like that. Set to whatever the frequencies are there. Okay, relative frequencies are.
Means, sir, we have to find the relative frequency of A, comma B, comma C.
Right, for both the tables. So you can write your answer as set 1, and ABC. Instead of writing ABC, just write the frequencies corresponding to it. So set 1, 0.2 comma 0.3 comma 0.4, and then you can write set 2 and the corresponding relative frequencies, like that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have a doubt regarding this. In graded assignments, sir, the same related question is given, and there we can't put commas and all. Whether we need to write the answer like 0.1, sorry, 0.4, 0.1, and 0.5 like that.
Okay. Okay. I will check like how it is. They have
Graded
asked you to solve all.
assignment, second question, sir.
Okay, 1 minute.
They are asking.
Okay, 1 minute.
They ask for aggregate.
Aggregate.
That means total.
Okay, if it is like they are asking a separate answer for max science like that, if they are asking separately means we need to.
No, but generally we don't ask this kind of questions where you have to write comma separated values. So mostly
Okay.
it will be either you have to put only one number. So mostly it is not like that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So my screen is visible to all of you, right? Or is it ended?
No, sir, not visible.
Okay.
It's gone.
Okay, fine. Now it's right. It's okay, right?
It is.
Yes,
It is.
visible.
We can see it.
Okay, so let's see the answers then. Yeah. So what you can see from here it is for both the data sets, the relative frequencies are same, right? You can it's very easy, like it is for both the data sets 0.4, 0.1, and 0.5. The only thing is the frequencies are different, the categories are same, and the relative frequencies are also same, right? So you can see that the relative frequency for both the data set 1 and 2 are same, even though the frequency distribution for both the data sets are different. Okay. Now this is the question. You have to okay. Now you have to answer this question. Will the relative frequencies be the same for data set 1 and 2? So you can see the data set 1 here, A B A B B. So the categories and frequencies are given here, which are corresponding to this data set 1 and to data set 2. Now you have to write the answer that are they same or not. So you just type in the uh, in the I think you have the options or you have to write the answer. So I think the option will be yes or no. You can
Yes,
click on
option
yes
is
or
given
no.
there, sir. Yes or no.
Okay. So will the relative frequency be the same for dataset 1 and 2? You just have to write yes or no. Yes, so 70 students are saying yes and 9 are saying no. Let's find out then. Okay, so because total number of what is the total frequency? It is 2 plus 5 plus 3 here, so it is 10. So you can see the relative frequencies are 0 0.2, 0 0.5 and 0.3 corresponding frequency related to these categories. Similarly for ABC here, the total frequency in the second data set is it is equals to 20 and the relative frequencies are same. So you can see that even though the frequencies are different, right, the relative frequencies are same. So the question was, are the relative frequencies same? The answer is yes, because you can see the relative frequencies are same for both the data set. Okay.
Sir, can you please repeat this statement once again? I'm not getting.
Simple, right? It's like if even though the frequencies are different here, the relative frequencies are same, right? It's just that the relative frequency for both the data set are same, corresponding the frequency of categories in the data set, but the frequency distribution are not the same. That means you can see for A, in the first data set, corresponding to category A, the frequency is equals to 2. Here, corresponding to category A, the frequency is equals to 4. But the relative frequency is same in the both the data set. That is it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now answer this question. Based on whatever we have done for the last two questions, you have to answer this one. So choose the correct statement from the following. The two data sets having the same frequency distribution will always have the same relative frequency. This is first option. Second option is two data sets having the same frequency distribution cannot have the same relative frequency. Third option is two data sets having the same relative frequency will always have the same frequency distribution. So we have to choose the correct option.
Excuse me, sir. Sir?
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt. It's not regarding to this question. Actually, I'm thinking that means Pareto chart can only be made for nominal data, not for ordinal, nor interval, and not ratio.
Sorry, parity chart is for only nominal
Means,
data,
yes, sir.
not only nominal. It will be for only nominal data. Okay.
Nor for interval, nor for ratio, sir.
See, what we are talking about here it is regarding week 2, right? So week 2 is completely about categorical variables, right?
Okay.
So and again, if you wanted to do it for a numerical variable, again it is not a correct for the numerical variable, because numerical variables are having interval and ratio scale of measurement. What we said is, whenever there is a importance of order, then you cannot use the Pareto chart. So in interval scale of measurement and ratio scale of measurement, the order is also important. So hence we cannot use it for those scales of measurement or for a numerical variable also. So Pareto
Means,
chart can be used only for a nominal scale of measurement, or having like, or maybe I can say that Pareto chart can be used only for a categorical variable which is having a nominal scale of measurement. That is it.
oh, okay, sir.
Okay. Whenever there comes an order, you cannot use the Pareto chart.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's find out. So there are 63 people are saying option A is correct. Option B, 7 are correct. 6. Okay. They are changing now the answers. Okay. Fine. So two data sets having the, so what you have seen earlier is, if two data set having the same frequency distribution will always have the same rate. That is correct, right? If the two data sets are having same numbers, same frequencies, then relative frequencies also will be same. What about option 2? Two data sets having the same frequency distribution cannot have the same relative frequency. That is wrong, right? Because if you have the same frequency distribution, that means you should have the same relative frequencies, right? since option 1 is correct, option B is definitely incorrect. What about option 3? Two datasets having the same relative frequency will always have the same frequency distribution. That is also wrong, which you have seen earlier, right? So you can see that this dataset 1 is having the same relative frequency as compared to a dataset 2, but their frequency distributions are different. So with same relative frequencies, we can have two different frequency distributions. But when we have the same frequency distribution, we definitely will have the same relative frequencies corresponding to those categories, right? So option 1 is only correct, option 2 and 3 are incorrect. Okay, I think we have discussed about the bar chart and Pareto chart.
So can you explain the option 1 again, please?
Okay, so option 1 is what? Two datasets having the same frequency distribution will always have the same relative frequency. What does that mean? So can you tell me one example of same frequency distribution? Let's say I have dataset 1 and there is dataset 2, right? So let's say there are three categories A, B, and C. Here also the categories are same, and the frequencies are also same. Let's say what are the frequencies? So A is, let's say, 5. Okay, then it is having 4. It is having 1. Okay, or maybe I can have 2 and 3, whatever. And same frequency distribution means what? Whatever the frequencies are there in dataset 1, the same frequencies are there in dataset 2. That means again I have same frequencies here, 5, 2 and 3 corresponding to these categories A, B and C. Now if I wanted to find the relative frequencies, what is the relative frequency here? It is 0.5, it is 0.2 and it is 0.3. But when we have this same frequency distribution like this, I definitely will have the same relative frequencies, right?
Right, got
The
it.
relative is 0.5, 0.2 and 0.3. So that is what option 1 conveys, right? So the
Okay.
two data sets having the same frequency distribution will always have the same relative frequency, and that is correct.
And
Right?
vice versa would be incorrect. For example, if the security
Yeah,
relative
here you can see if you have the same relative frequencies,
right,
but we cannot have, but we can
they
have
cannot be
in that case, different frequency distributions can be possible.
sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
प्लीज सर एक्सप्लेन हाउ टू ड्रॉ पिवोटेड टेबल सर मैंने काफी बार ट्राई किया बट हो नहीं रहा मेरे लैपटॉप में
Which one?
पिवोटेड टेबल ड्रॉ कैसे करते हैं हाउ टू ड्रॉ पिवोटेड टेबल
Pivot table.
यस सर
Okay. So I think we have to open the Google Sheets for that, right? So you're
Yes.
talking about Google Sheets, or from where you're saying about
Google Sheet
Google Sheet? Okay, we will discuss it at the end of this session. Okay, we'll finish up the question this questions first, because the questions you don't have the questions related to the Google Sheets in the exam. Okay, so whatever things are there, it is for your understanding purpose, or it is for your information to, or how to work on the Google Sheets. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
But sir, I want to learn.
yeah, we'll see how to do it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So just finish off these questions first, then we'll discuss it about it. Okay. If Rohan wants to show the results of a class president election in a school, then for this purpose, which graph will be most appropriate? So it is, if you wanted to show the election results, which graph will you prefer? Will that be a bar chart or will that be a pie chart? That is the question.
So here, Mayusa, I want to highlight something.
Yes.
So basically, when we saw the election of 2014 and 2019, I believe. So in the news channel, we saw the both the graphs. Bar graph was there and the
Correct. But both the charts are correct only. That is what. So I think if you see the title of the lectures, it is best practices used, right? So that means you can have any kind of chart, right? For if you have some data, you can prepare any kind of chart. But which is the most appropriate, or which is the best practice to have? That is the question. It is not like bar chart is correct and pie chart is wrong. It is not like that, right?
Right.
because both
So
are giving me the same information.
to do that, we have to follow the ordinal and nominal data. Then we'll be able to.
Nominal and ordinal, I don't think so. It is correct for bar and uh, pie chart. But if you have ordinal data, right, and if you show the pie chart, what will happen? You won't see the order right there, because
Correct.
pie chart is a circular thing. Like it is so S A B C.
Yeah.
Where will be the order? So S can come anywhere, right? Or A can come anywhere. It's kind of like that. But when you
This
have the
will
bar
be
chart, it will
right. So this will be same with the election also, because we need to show the mode and the median, or the mode here, because we want the best candidate to
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, in the order wise. Okay.
But you can actually so for example, if you have the parties, right, political parties, you can show the relative frequency results also there. So let's see what will be the correct answer. Let's find it out. Okay, because they show, like percentage wise. So this party has this share of votes, the other party is having this much of share of votes, like that, right? So let's say party 1 has 40% of votes, party 2 is having 20% of vote, uh, party 3 is having, let's say, 60% of vote among the 100% votes. So in that case, pie chart will be the correct one, right? And if you go with the number of votes by one party, so
So it
yeah,
completely depends
can,
upon the where the exact election is happening. For example, if the
and
election is
how you wanted to show the result, that is one thing.
right. So
For
if we
example,
want to show the number of MP voted for the specific party in a favor of a specific party, then the
correct,
bar chart
bar
would be
chart,
the perfect.
correct, because
We want to
we
show
are
the
showing
number
the,
of yeah.
when we wanted to show the frequencies, bar chart will be good. When we wanted to show the relative frequencies or percentage relative frequencies, pie chart
Bar
will be
chart.
the,
Okay, yeah.
right. Okay, let's see. Uh, so this will be the expression currently. Okay.
So why here bar chart is most appropriate?
So you can see that you wanted to see the how many number of votes are candidates are received, right? So
It's a
specifically,
classes,
But
small
in
class
pie
only.
chart,
sorry. Okay, so here I think this it is coming in the class, right? So class in generally we have the finite number of students who will be voting, right? So it's better to see how many like which candidate has got how many number of votes. So in that case, it will be a bar chart will be useful, but still I wouldn't say that which will be the correct one, because what I feel is pie chart also can be the appropriate one. Okay, right? So yeah, let's keep this question. Okay,
sir, I marked it pie chart.
that is okay. That's okay. I won't say that is the incorrect.
Sir, I think for the result, we should know from how many margin one is won.
Yeah,
So bar chart represent the number exactly. So
correct, correct.
that's why
So
a bar chart is appropriate in this session, not the
correct.
percentage.
So Mayur sir, correct me if I'm wrong. I just want to understand the concept here. For this specific question, uh, we are highlighting the number of students, then the bar chart is perfect. If we are highlighting the percentage of the student voted for specific individual, then the pie chart would be perfect.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
got it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Right now you can see the change. If Manor wants
In the
to show
month,
the
the
percentage of
percentage
expenditure
of
of his family on
family.
different ideas like food, education, entertainment, and clothing. Now you can easily say the answer, right? So
Yes,
what
yes.
what
Yes,
I'm
sir. Now it's
showing
easy
here,
to
I'm
answer.
showing the percentage of expenditure. So you can see. Uh, so what type of information you wanted to convey? It depends on that, which is the best chart to represent that information.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, median and mod, sir. I don't understand clearly, sir.
Okay, median and mode. Okay, what is mode? It is the most frequently uttered value, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and can you who is some noise is coming from somewhere? Just mute yourself. This is not good thing to.
Hello?
Okay, so let's say you have the number, you have the data like this. Let's say you have 10 students in a class, right? And you wanted to see the grades of the students. Who asked me this question? Mode and median. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes.
So who asked me the question? Can you are you there?
I think the person who asked you removed him.
No, I didn't remove actually. I think
You have clicked him already.
okay. I don't know. Okay, fine. Let's
So you are going to explain mean, median, mode.
if you want, then I can explain. Otherwise,
Please, sir.
if the person.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, explain it, sir.
Okay, so
Sir, one question. Sir, just one question. In the previous question, the difference I could not understand between the two, for what we should take what. Can you please just repeat once more in the previous question?
no, I don't understand.
Bar chart and
Bar
pie
chart.
chart.
Okay, so bar chart is okay. I'll say bar chart when we use is whatever information is there. Bar chart is appropriate when we wanted to represent. We wanted to represent the frequencies. Okay, frequencies in the data. Okay, and pie chart is useful when we wanted to show or represent relative frequencies or percentage relative frequency.
Sir?
One minute. When I'm explaining this, I'll come to you. Okay. Now, let's say this. If I have some information like this, for example, I'll take the same example in the question. So, if I wanted to show the, let's say there are three candidates who are opted in a election. Okay, who are like who wanted to uh, contest for an election. So, for example, the names are, let's say, uh, Nitish, then okay, Nitish, then maybe yeah, I'll take my name Mayur. Let's say one more name. The name is Ram. Okay, these three persons are there. They wanted to contest an election, and uh, in a school, let's say, or in a college, if you wanted to contest an election, in that the results are like this. So number of votes they got. So votes is what here. So candidates is a variable, right? And it is a categorical variable. categorical variable, and it is having a nominal scale of measurement. Correct. Now votes is what here? Votes are
frequencies.
Frequencies, right? So I'll say, okay, I'll write it here. These are frequencies. So Nitish got, let's say, 50 votes. Mayur got, let's say, 30 votes, and Ram got 20 votes. So there are total 100 students voted for them, and Nitish have got 50 votes, 30 votes, and 20 votes. So if I wanted to show uh, the votes got by votes got by the candidate, I will prefer which chart? I prefer bar chart, right? If I wanted to say that, okay, how many votes one person get? So here I'll say it is Nitish, then Mayur, and then Ram, right? So Nitish got how many votes? 50. Mayur got, let's say, 30. Ram got 20. Right? So when I wanted to represent the data in terms of its frequencies, bar chart is a suitable chart. I can draw a pie chart using this data, right? It will look like this. So suppose, okay, this cannot be like this, but let's say here it is 50. Maybe I can just 30 and 20. So this is Nitish. Sorry, Nitish, and this is Mayur. This is Ram. Okay. So you can see that this is not good practice to do or represent the data in terms of pie chart. This to show the frequencies. So to show the frequencies, we use bar chart. But if I wanted to show the percentage number of votes any candidate has got, so I'll say that percentage vote. What does that mean? Percentage vote, when I'm finding out the percentage vote, that means I'm finding out the percentage relative frequencies, because total number of votes are 100. So how many? So I will find the relative frequency corresponding to Nitish first. It is 50 out of 100, right? 50 divided by 100 into 100. When I multiply it with 100, I will convert it into this relative. This is relative frequency. I converted this relative frequency into a percentage relative frequency, which is 50%, right? If I wanted to show only relative frequency, this comes as 0.5, right? The relative frequency is here, it is 0.3, and here it is 0.2. But if I wanted to convert it into percentage relative frequency, I will multiply it with 100. It will become 30%, and it will become 20%. When I show this data, if I wanted to represent this data, pie chart is suitable. Okay, so here I will draw a pie chart which shows me the frequencies or relative frequency. So 50% will be like this, right? 0.5, 20% maybe here, and 30% will be here. So this is number of votes by Mayur, here it is by Ram, and here it is by Nitish. So the information conveyed here is, so who got the maximum number of votes? Nitish. So if I wanted to answer this question by seeing the bar chart, it is very clear that the number of votes, the maximum number of votes a candidate got is, who is that candidate? It is Nitish. The minimum number of votes who got, it is Ram. So if I wanted to answer these kind of questions, bar chart is suitable. And how I am answering these questions? By seeing the frequencies in the information or in the table. If I wanted to say that what percentage of vote or the maximum percentage of votes got by any candidate is who, so that is the answer is Nitish. So how can I find this thing? It is by seeing the pie chart. Okay, so the same data I have represented through these two charts, but if I wanted to answer this kind of questions, the maximum number of votes, or if I wanted to answer the questions related to the frequencies, bar chart is suitable. And if I wanted to answer the questions related to relative frequencies, pie chart is useful. So if you see the two questions here, if you see the question, if period one, can you please mute? Yeah. So if Manohar wants to show the percentage of expenditure in his family, so if I wanted to answer percentage of expenditure, so I'll directly see that the question is asking me to go for a percentage relative frequency, right? So I can directly say that, okay, when I see the pie chart, I'm able to easily answer this kind of question by seeing a pie chart, right? And in the previous question it was like, if Rohan wants to show the results of a class, a class president election in school, that means Rohan wants to say that, show that how which candidate got the maximum number of votes or which candidate got the minimum number of votes. In that case, the bar chart will be appropriate, right? And in this case, pie chart will be appropriate. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Sir, I want to ask that
Hmm.
in the just as you explained in the later slide, you explained the pie chart by putting the
Hmm.
values in different sections like 0.3, 0.2.
Hmm.
How are we interpreting that?
We are saying that 50% votes got by the candidate, right? Correct. So okay.
By seeing, yeah.
Yeah, you can. So if I convert these numbers into percentages, right?
Yeah.
So if I say that this, I have taken the simple numbers, but actually, practically, these numbers are huge, right? So when I see the like huge data, where let's say these are, let's say 1 lakh votes, and
Mute
then
after
here
asking question.
20,000 votes, then you have uh, 12,000 votes. If these numbers are there, then in that case, showing the data on, on the bar chart, it does not make much sense. If I show it in the percentages, it will show. Uh, I think it is most appropriate, right?
But sir, in bar chart also we can show relative frequency.
Yeah, but the most appropriate chart in this case is pie chart. I can show it is on the bar chart also, but then again, it is not visually good, or you cannot answer it very precisely. And see, these are the best practices. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that that is wrong. I'm saying that this is best practices used, like, so most common practices used by people who are, like, if you see any textbook also, they will, most of the times they will use pie charts for showing the relative frequencies, bar chart for showing the frequencies. So these are the best practices. I'm not saying it is wrong. You can show with the relative frequencies with bar chart, or only frequencies with the pie chart. That is not wrong. Okay. So this, if you see the lecture titles also, everywhere it is shown at best practices. That doesn't mean that you have to use this chart only. It's not like that. Okay. And if you see the questions also, which chart will be more appropriate? The more appropriate, that means the other chart is, we cannot use the other chart. It's not that many. It's more appropriate. That's it. Okay. These are the conventions. Okay. We do not have the answers to that, which is the correct one. The correct and wrong, it's not a statement here. Is which is most appropriate or more appropriate. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So this is question number 4. The sales per day of different colors of 80 paints in a shop is given in the following pie chart. So you can see green paints, it's 25% sales is there. For blue paints, it's 12.5%. For black paint, it is 37.5%. For red paint, it is 25%. So question is, how many blue paints are sold in the shop?
Ten, sir.
It's okay. You write your answers. Okay, there. Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Graded assignment week 2, sir.
Wait, I'll take.
Done, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So I think 10 is the correct answer. It's easy, right? 12.5% into 80. So it's not a difficult one. Correct answer should be 10. Okay. Yeah. I think this. Yep. Solve this question. The responses given by Subhan on several tosses of a coin is given below. It is TH, TH, TTT, HT, HHH. Okay, these are the so T stands for tail and H stands for head. So what is the mode of the responses? Or maybe you wanted to see these options and you have to choose the correct option. Okay. So mode is tail or mode is head or mode is or these responses are bimodal. You have to choose one option among them.
Done.
Okay, so how many tails are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right? How many heads
Yes,
are here?
7 tails. 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So what is mode? Mode is the most frequently occurring value, or it's a maximum occurrence of any category, right? So here heads comes 8 times and tails comes 7 times. So which will be the correct answer?
Head.
Option B, right? So head is the mode. So option B is the correct answer. Okay, fine. Okay, then question. So what can be said about the median of the responses? So option A is the median of the responses is tail, median is head, median of the responses can be either tail or head, or median is not defined for the given data set. So have I talked about median and mode, or
No,
I
sir.
skipped it? I skipped that part. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. With this question, I will just stop. Okay. And somebody has asked me about week 2 grade assignment question, right? Okay, we'll see that also.
Sir, for answering these questions, you need to see the questions actually.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll show. So you can see that tail is coming 7 times and head is coming 8 times. But I need to be here. Okay, just write it down or maybe take a picture of it. I need to be there because students cannot write their answers there. Right?
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, so I think, see, you cannot have, okay, there are, I'm seeing 37D, 7C, 14 B, and okay. So median will be defined for a categorical variable when it is having an ordinal data, right? So in
Yes.
tails and heads, we do not have the median because tail and head we do not have any order, correct?
Yes, sir. It's not in order, so median is not possible for this data.
Okay, so median is not defined for the given data set. Why? So because you cannot have median for an ordinal, nominal data. So as I mentioning, so mean is definitely not possible to, because in this week we are talking about categorical variable, right? So categorical variables. So categorical variables are having two scales of measurements, right? As we have seen in week 1. So it is having either nominal scale of measurement and ordinal scale of measurement, right? So in the previous session also, I think which I took on Saturday, I have discussed about this. So nominal scale of measurement, that means there is no order, right? There is no order in the data set. And when there is no order, that means I'm able to only uh, find out the mode of the data set. In ordinal scale of measurement, we have an order, and I can define mode as well as median. So median for any data set, we can calculate or we can find even when there is an order. Okay. So when there is an ordinal data, that means order is important. In that case, I'm able to find mode also and median also. So in the question given here, right? So this is the data set where we have tails and heads, but tails and heads are, these are the categories where we do not have any order in that, right? Because I cannot say tails is higher than heads or heads is higher than tail. I cannot make that kind of statements here, and hence this is an categorical. This is a categorical data having a nominal scale of measurement, and hence I am able to define only mode, right? But I'm not able to define a median for this kind of data set, and hence the mode for this data is most frequently occurring value, which was head, and hence we have mode as head, but I cannot find a median for this data because it does not have any order. Okay.
So can you show the slide again where you wrote the?
I'll share the slides with you. Okay. Anyway, I'll share the slides with you in student paste mode. You can use these slides. You can see the slides on the portal also. Okay. Which slide you wanted to see?
Where you just wrote the difference between the
Okay.
nominal
This.
ordinal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Done. I took the screenshot. No problem.
Okay. Fine.
Sir, I have one question here. Means in for that this particular question, we know there are 7 tails and 8 heads.
Correct.
And it's not a ordinal data, but if we can order either 7 tails first or 8 heads first.
This is not an order, right?
No. If we can arrange it, because it's only two data sets, two categories are there, only tail and head.
Okay, like this. Okay, fine. Then?
Yes, sir. So the median will always be H. Is it not
median,
possible?
I cannot define the median for this. See, these it's just not an arrangement actually. This is I'll tell you like how this can be done. Okay, so let's assume one thing.
Would you mind if I answer this?
If you want, okay, you can answer.
Okay. I just want to say that while finding the median, the first condition is we have to arrange the data in increasing or decreasing order. So we cannot arrange this head or tail in increasing or decreasing order because we do not know
I
which is
just
bigger
asked,
and
I
which is
just
not.
asked if we can take the first 7 tails, or if we can take 8 heads first.
It does not make any difference whether we take. I hope you're not feeling offended at all. I'm just trying to explain.
No.
Like no, nothing. So if we take 7 head, so we do not have any basis to say that 7 heads is greater than 8 heads, 8 tail, or 8 head is smaller than 7 tail. We don't have basis. While talking about 10, 11, 12, we have the basis of saying that 10 is smaller than 11 or 11 is greater than 10. But when it comes to head or tail, we cannot say head is greater than tail or a tail is greater than head, no matter how many numbers are there. So that's the reason, perhaps.
That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't matter, I can arrange first head or tail. The median will be H. For this particular question, I'm asking.
Okay. I'll just tell you the things. So what are the categories here?
T and H.
T and H. Okay. And what are the frequencies?
7 and 8.
7 and 8. Okay. So I'll arrange. So this is like this is the experiment where I tossed a coin for how many times? 15 times. Okay. I tossed a coin for 15 times, and in the first toss I got tail, second tail, third tail, fourth, like this, right? This is the case, right? Okay. One more scenario you see. I have arranged 15 students, and I have wrote their shirt sizes like this. Okay. And there are, let's say, 15 students, and I have arranged the categories like this. So let's say, so what are the categories here? There are, let's say, 3 categories: S, M, and L. Okay. And what are the frequencies? Suppose there are frequencies like this: 5, uh, let's say 6 and 4. Okay. Now when I talk about order, it does not mean this order. When I have so in the first 7 tosses I got tail, and last 8 tosses I got head, or first 8 tosses I got head, and last 7 tosses I got tail. This is not order. And when I'm talking about order, that means the order between the categories. So here only 2 categories are there: tail and head. So I'll just talk about whether tail is greater than head or whether head is greater than tail. When I say about these categories S, M, and L, I'm not talking about whether S is coming initially or M is coming initially. I'm talking about whether S is greater than M or M is greater than, sorry, okay, I can maybe I can say like this, or I can say like this. Which is the correct one, or which makes sense? This one, right? So
Yes, sir.
large size t-shirt is uh, or the size of the t-shirt, which is L, is larger than M size t-shirt, and which is larger than S size t-shirt. This makes sense. So I'm
Yes.
not talking about whether it is coming S is coming 7 initially, or M is coming initially, or L is coming initially. That is not the case. I'm talking about only the or I'm comparing only the categories, which is tail head and SMH. I'm not talking about, these are the instances, right? These are the instances of any experiment. So if I arrange, how am I arranging this? This is a different scenario. But when I order means this, order does not means this. Whether tails is coming first and head is coming, this is not an
Yes.
order.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So when I say SS, M, 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 or L, 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 like this, that this is not an order. S order, I can arrange this in any way. So M, M, M come first, SS come second. That doesn't matter. Order is this. Okay, order between the categories.
Category.
Okay, this is the order. This
Sir,
is an
please now
important.
Sir, please now explain how to draw pivoted table when data are
Yeah.
unstructured.
Yes. Just a minute. My screen is not visible to you, or is it visible?
No,
Not
sir.
BGP.
Not BGP.
Okay, fine. So okay, so can you tell me okay, so there are two ways to draw the pivot table. So first of all, you'll write the data here. Okay, I'm not going to write the data, I'll tell you. So you will have the data here. Suppose, okay, let's say yes, A or D. Like this, I'm not showing the data. Yes. Okay, then suppose this kind of data is there. You have to select this data. Then you have to go to insert, and you have this option pivot table, and this range will be selected, and you can actually say that create this pivot table, or else there is an option here uh, on the right side, or explore. Okay, you can explore it, and if you can see the various charts, or you can see the pivot table here also based on your data. If your data is having that pivot table thing, okay, so you can go to insert, you can select this data, you can go to insert, and you can create a pivot table from there, or you can just go here downs, and you can open explore option. You'll get the pivot table here also. Okay, so your data should be like that to get the pivot table. Fine. Okay, so somebody has asked me the question regarding grade assignment, right? So that person is here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 minute. I'll just open that. Okay, can you tell me what is the question actually? Or if you are able to share the screen, can you share that screen?
Sir, question is I'm not able to understand difference between 1 minute, sir. Questions. Median is not defined, or C option, median is not defined. A, B, C, D, and some like
sorry,
data is given.
Week 2, right? Question number. Can you tell me the question number?
Question number.
I think 7, sir.
7 is which of the following graphical representation is appropriate for the number of players?
This one, sir.
Question 6.
Median, yeah. Median cannot be defined given data.
Okay, I think there is
This is the, sir, ordinal data. Median.
I think there is one. Okay, fine. So here, no, you're not understanding what thing. So
Yeah.
actually, you guys can think of this as mode actually, because this question number 6 is mode of the given data is, and option D is saying median. So here it should be mode, but okay. Anyway, so you wanted to say what? What is the what is your problem here? I just wanted to know.
I cannot understand, sir. Insufficient data or median is not defined in the given data.
In question number 6 or 5?
5 and also in 6.
Okay, so 5, there is no problem. Okay, in question number 6 also there is no problem. So actually in 5 you can so it is not insufficient data, right? You so if you see academy A, B, C, D and E, there is no order there. So that means uh, median cannot be defined for this data. That is correct one. Options 6, right? So question number 6, actually you can find the mode for this data. So option D and E are incorrect. So you have to choose one option between A, B and C. So you just have to find which is the correct option among option A, B and C. Fine. Maybe after the deadline is over, I can solve this question and I'll show you the answers. Okay. So for now,
Okay.
I'm telling you the question number 5. Uh, there is no problem. Question number 6 also there is no problem. Fine. In the option
Okay.
6.
Yes, sir, no problem.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
So about the graded assignment, I just want to clarify a doubt regarding a question. I'm not asking the answer. May I put out my question?
Hmm. Tell me the
So,
question number.
it's question number 2.
Hmm.
I just wanted to ensure if I had to write the, I mean, the question is asking for the aggregate marks in physics,
Now
maths,
you
and
have to add the percentages and you have to multiply with the number of total.
yeah, I mean, that
You
means
can
I
add.
say how much
Good.
in total these 3 subjects
Correct.
account for.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, can you please explain question number 3?
So you wanted it to make.
नहीं
You
बनाएगी
wanted
तो
me
मम्मा
to.
ठीक है आप नहीं खा रहे ना ले लेटोगी
From where it is. Okay. Yeah. So
Yes, sir. Sir,
I
question
don't
number
understand.
3.
What is the problem there? See, I think we have already discussed about this, right? See, if I'll answer all the questions, then I'll discuss all
Yes,
the
sir,
data
this
sets
is
before the
the
deadline, right? I don't understand what is the problem there. The pie chart is misleading because it is so it is related to question number 2 or related to the common information given for question number 2 and 3. So is it a misleading chart? Or does it have round of, so when does round of error will come? When the total percentages do not uh, equals to 100%. So you can check whether the percentage of relative frequencies add up equal to 100 or not. If it is adding, then option B is incorrect. If it is equal to 100, then it is so it is incorrect. If it is exceeding or it is coming lesser, then it is correct. Option C is the pie chart is not a misleading graph. So if you have the correct option for option, so if you clicked on option 1, then option C is automatically incorrect, right? And so actually option A and C are complement to each other, and option B and D are complement to each other. So if option A is correct, then definitely option C is incorrect. If option A is correct, sorry, option A is incorrect, option C will be correct. Similarly, if option B is incorrect, option D will be incorrect, and vice versa, right? So option A and C are related to each other, option B and D are related to each other. If one option is correct, the other option will be incorrect. Just see, I think it's not a difficult one, but I do not want to answer it before the deadline. So you just give a try. Once the deadline is over, I'll solve all the questions if you want in the grade assignments. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Okay, I think
I just
then
want
we
to
should
ask.
stop. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask if a data set is nominal in nature, then it can be represented as a bar chart or a Pareto chart, right?
So it can be represented with bar chart, and because as I told you, so bar chart, sorry, Pareto chart is a type of a Pareto chart, right? Sorry, Pareto chart is one of the type of bar charts, and that means, because see, bar charts means what? You are having bars, right? So Pareto charts are also having the bars. So it is one of the type of bar chart only. Pareto chart is one of the type of bar chart. So when there is a nominal data, you can have a Pareto chart if there is an if you can arrange these blocks or these bars in ascending or descending order, or it can be said as a bar chart also. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So,
Shall we stop then?
sir,
Huh.
for finding the median, first we need to arrange in either in ascending or descending order. Na?
Correct. So if you are talking about week 2, then I
Yes,
say
sir. Yes,
because
week 2.
so yeah, so week 2 is we have the categorical data. Then first of all, you have to define whether it is a nominal data or it's a ordinal data. Okay. If it is nominal data, that definitely means median is not possible there, right? If it is a ordinal data, then median is possible. In that case, you have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order, right? And then you can find the middle value. So it can have one or two arguments based on the data.
Okay, sir. But in graded assignment, in fifth question, they given the table, sir, and they asking us to find the number of players value also. We need to find the value, and after finding the value, whether we need to arrange in ascending or descending order, it is not possible, right?
So first of all, tell me what is the variable here? Which is the variable? Academy. Academy is a variable. Number of players is what? It's a frequency, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
So academy is having a nominal scale of measurement or ordinal scale of measurement?
Nominal.
So if it is nominal, then whether the mode is median is possible or not?
No.
So that is your answer, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So
The
let's say if
practice assignment.
instead of 1 minute, instead of academy, if you had the size of t-shirts, okay, and the number of players are same. So let's say we have the categories as S, M, L, XL, and double XL, and the number of players are same. In that case, median was possible or not?
Possible.
Possible. Then in that case, how will you arrange the data? Since it is in tabular form, it is already arranged, right? Because
yes.
I'm categorizing it as like S, M, L, XL, and double XL. It is already if it is in that format, it is that means it is definitely arranged in the ascending or descending order, and you can just find based on the frequency, you just find the middle value of that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm saying, sir, practice assignment 2.1, question number 5.
Okay, 1 minute. Question number 5.
5. The first option.
No, 1 minute. I think this assignment will change. What is the question?
The question is choose the correct statement on relative frequency.
Okay, this
The
is the
first
same.
option is the ratio of the total frequency to the total number of observation is equal to 1. But total frequency, relative frequency is equal to 1. Why total frequency? I didn't get the meaning of the first sentence.
Okay. Maybe I'll just describe it once more. I think that is necessary for finding the median also. Okay.
It's a ratio.
Okay, maybe I'll explain. I'll take one example. So okay, I'll show you the mode median in terms in for the so with this same examples. Okay, so for example, there are I'll take the example of the players who are having the jersey sizes. Okay, so first player, so there are 15 players. Suppose we have S. The second player will use medium size jersey. Third will again S. Then L, M, M, L, S, S, M. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then again L, M, S, S. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and let's say L. Okay. So what is this? This is first
Small.
place.
First place.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
First place is so that is my first observation.
Hmm.
Okay. This is my second observation. This is my third observation. This is my fourth observation. Likewise, this is my 15th
15th observation.
observation. Okay. If I wanted to tabulate this data, how will I tabulate this data? So I will prepare the size. Okay. This is my variable. I will say the frequency or number of players, right? So how will I do that? I'll say S, then I'll choose the other category as M, then L. Okay, three categories are there. So how many players wear S size jersey? 1, 2,
3, 4.
3, 4,
4.
5, and 6.
Only 5 and 6. Sorry.
M 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
L 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Okay. So what is this 6? It is frequency. 5 is
Yes.
frequency, 4 is frequency. What I said is this is observation. This first observation, this second observation. So you are understanding the difference between an observation and a frequency, right? This is observation is individual one, right? Frequency is corresponding to some category. Okay. So first of all, tell me what is this size? What is the type of variable? Is it a categorical or numerical variable?
Categorical variable.
It's a categorical variable.
It's the ordinal.
Is it ordinal, right? Okay. Okay. So that means I can define a mode and median,
Median.
right?
Yes.
What is the mode of this data?
Mode is S.
Mode is S. Okay. So if I wanted to find the median, how will I find it? I will
We have
arrange
to
this
arrange
data.
this S, then
Okay.
MM, then L.
Yeah. So okay. So just tell me how I'll arrange S, S, S. How many times it will come first?
6.
6. So it is coming here, right?
Yes.
Okay. After that,
Then
I'll arrange,
5M.
right? And then 4L, right? This is my arrangement. So if I do it in a tabular format like this is already arranged in a order, right? Some ascending or descending order. So currently it is in ascending order. If I arrange it like this, L, M, and S, and I say 4, 5, and 6, this is in descending order, right? So currently I have done it in, so I have arranged this data set into like this in a ascending order, right?
Yes.
So there are total of 15 observations are there, right? Right. And so if it is 15, that means 15 by 2, it will be 7.5. That means
8.
7th and 8th observation. So that means 7th and 8th observation is what? It's my median.
Median. M is median. Then
So 7th observation is M.
M.
And 8th also is M. So 7th and 8th are same, and hence my median is
8 is medium. Medium.
no, both are. So suppose I had, okay, I'll change the data set a little bit. Let's say I have one more S here. So
Okay.
I'll arrange like this S, and so my frequencies will change like this 7, 5, and
7.
3. So my 7th observation is S. So my median in this case is S and M. So both are median. Right? Now you understand. And now the question is the ratio of total frequency to the total number of observation is equals to 1. So what is total frequency here?
15.
Right? 7 plus 5 plus 3 equals to 15. What are the total number of observations are here?
15 observations.
So if I wanted to take a ratio of 15 to 15 is always equals to?
Okay.
Okay. This is my option.
Okay.
Right?
Got it. Thank you, sir. I didn't get the meaning of that. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, what is? Sir, I have also a question. Sir,
Yeah,
what
please.
is ordinal and nominal data?
Okay, I think I explained it right. Okay. Ordinal means there is an order. Right? Ordinal means there is an order. So here you see S, M, and L. It is the order, right? In nominal data, in for example, the names of students, right? Names of students in the class. That is an nominal data, right? So there is no order in the names, correct? Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt on practice assignment.
Question number or practice
Sir,
assignment, which one?
so second practice assignment, question number 1.
Okay, so Rajdhani trains connect the national capital of India, connect the national capital of India with state capitals of India, biggest city of the state. So the Rajdhani Express running from Sikandarabad to Nizamuddin Junction has one AC first class coach, 5 AC second class coaches, and a 9 AC third class coaches. Each of the 1A, 2A, and 3A coaches have maximum capacity of this. On a given day, 10 1A bus, half, and 275 3A bus filled. What is the percentage of bus filled in the train on the given day? Okay, fine. So, okay, what is the problem here? So, okay, first of all, I'll write down this data. Can you tell me the data? So, one Rajdhani Express is having 3 coaches, right? So, 1A, 2A, sorry, I think, what is that? 1A, second class, AC second, 5 second classes. 1A, 2A, and 3A. So, how many berths are there? Or how many coaches are there? So, how many first day coaches are there? 1, right? These are coaches 5 and 9, right? And each 1A coach will have how many seats? Okay, who asked me?
18, 48, 64.
18, and one 2A coach is
48.
having
48 and 64.
68,
64.
64. Okay. So in one train, I have one 1A coach. So total number of berths in 1A are how many? 18, right? So 1A berths, or maybe I can say seats, are equals to 18 in one train, right? How many 2A seats are there? So total number of 5 coaches are there, and each coach will have 48 seats. So 5 into 48 equals to how many? 240, right? Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
And how many 3A seats are available? 9 into 64.
576.
576. Okay, so these are the maximum capacity of a train. Then it is said in the question that 10 first A berths are filled, half of the 2A berths are filled, and 275. So out of 18, 10 are filled. So 18 is what? Its maximum capacity. 10 is what? Its number of seats filled. Okay. So okay, and out of 240, half are filled. That means 120 coaches, 120 are filled. Then out of 576, 275 are filled. This is the information given to us. Now, what is the question? What is the percentage of berths filled in the train on the given day? So it's if I wanted to find out the percentages, so what is the total number of seats available? Total seats available equals to 18 plus 240 plus 576, right? Correct?
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
So so total of 34 seats are available. Now, how many total seats are filled? Are how many? they are 10 plus 120 plus 275. So which is equals to 405. So I wanted to find percentage of seats filled. So percentage of seats filled is equals to total seats filled divided by total seats available. It is 834. So into 100, if I do this calculation, I will get the percentage of seats filled. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. So,
Sir, I had a doubt.
in what?
Sir, activity 2.1, seventh question.
Okay, so this will be the last doubt of today's. Then we'll close the session. You can use the office hour sessions, which are actually started from tomorrow. So you can ask the questions there. So it will be 1 hour. 1 hour slots will be there. I think it's one in one morning and one in the afternoon. So it is, I think, from 11 to, what is it? 11 to 12 and 4 to 5. Okay, you can ask the doubts there. So question number 7, right? I think I explained this is one earlier sessions. This has happened on Saturday. So okay, one more thing is you can check the sessions through YouTube. Okay, so it is, these are live stream sessions. You can just if you wanted to, if you miss the sessions, you can just go back and see. Okay, can you tell me this data?
Yes, sir.
7. So these are the ratings given by customers. Okay, 7.
7 minutes.
9, 8.
7, 9.
9, 8.
Hmm.
X. 6. 9. 7. 5. 9. 10. 7. 8. 9. 8. 8. 7. 10. 6.
Okay.
6. 9.
Okay. So what are these? These are the ratings given by customer. So this is what? This is the rating given by customer 1, right? This is the rating given by customer 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, right? Until how many customers are there? 20, right? So
Yes, sir.
if I wanted to tabulate this data, what will be my variable? I'll say rating, right? So rating, what are the categories of rating? 5, right? Then 6, 7,
7, 8,
8, 9,
9,
and 10.
10.
These are my categories of rating. Okay. Then what are the frequencies? Frequencies means what? Number of
How many times?
customers, right? So number of customers who gave this rating. So how many times the customers gave rating 5?
1 time.
1. Okay, only 1 time. Okay. What about 6?
3 times.
What about 7?
4 times.
Okay. What about 8?
4 times.
Okay. What about 9?
5 times.
Okay. What about 10?
1 time. 2 times. Sorry. 2 times.
2. Okay, 2 times. Okay, fine. So total is how much it is? 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4
19.
is 19. But the total number of observations are how many?
20.
20. So that means one is missing here, which is x.
X.
So x can take which values?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right? Any one
Uh,
of this. But I do not know. Right now,
yes.
currently I do not know. Okay. So one more information given in the question is the relative frequency corresponding to rating 7 is how much?
0.2.
0.25. So what is the definition of relative frequency? So relative frequency of rating 7 is how much? What is frequency
Ratio
corresponding to rating 7 divided by
total
total
number
number of observations,
of
right?
observations. Yes, sir.
Correct. So how many total number of observations are there?
20.
20. what is the relative frequency given here?
0.25.
Right. So it's, let's say 0.25 equals to frequency corresponding to rating 7 divided by 20. So what is frequency now? It is 20 into 0.25, which is 4. Sorry, 5.
5.
Right? 5. But in the table, how much, because we have calculated or we have tabulated, how much it is showing? 4. And actually it should be equal to 5. That means we have to add 1 here, and then it will becomes 20 completely. So that means this missing x is what?
7.
7. So my answer should be equal to
7.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we'll close the session today.
Sir, just one quick question.
Okay.
Sir, I've submitted the graded assignment for week 1, but my 2 assignments for statistics and CT were not get submitted.
Okay.
Means I have submitted the answer, then it asked for the confirmation. I selected okay, but and I closed the tab. But afterwards, when I checked it, then it said your graded assignment is not submitted. For mathematics and English, it was get submitted.
Okay. So you can write it to support@onlinedegree.iitm.ac.in. I think they will find the correct section. This is operation related query. So they
Yes,
will.
yes, sir. Just I wanted to know where to get the help from.
Yeah, support at the rate. Now, okay, no, maybe
No,
I
I have that ID, sir. Support.
Right. Okay. Support at the rate study.it.
Yes.
IT. Okay. Fine. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.